Leo, welcome to your end of November 2021 general tarot reading. It's Raina here. I got your card. Oh, this is one of those decks where they have the strength card in the opposite position of the, the justice card, which is, I don't know why some decks have it differently. The heart of the matter is the Three of Wands, and this particular deck called the Moon and Stars Tarot has like keywords at the bottom of every card, and they say communication. I don't necessarily go along with some of their interpretations. The Three of Wands to me is about expansion, because we have fire and we have the number 3, which is about expansion in and of itself. And it's like wanting to break out of those constraints that keep you wherever you are. You want to like explore more of the world, for instance, or something like that. And definitely, I mean, this card, that Six of Swords in the past position, goes along with that. In this deck, they say movement, but it can be actual relocation, physical relocation. But the reason, I would say, whether this is something that you are really planning and you recently just, made up your mind about that, or if this is something that has already happened, I feel like the main reason why you did it isn't to like take a new job, unless maybe it was kind of outside of your comfort zone and something that, or maybe in another country where you have to like, do everything, kind of learn new things and just kind of that kind of thing. But in general, I would say that it's moving for the sake of new territory and exploring new things. For Leo, this isn't necessarily something that you embrace because you're a fixed sign, and even as a fire sign, you can tend to want to have that comfort zone, that continuity, and that you like things kind of being the same sometimes. The higher message is the Knight of Wands. In this deck, they say immaturity. This happens a lot where we look at certain characteristics. I realize now the way I've got this thing, there's like, and I'm not going to worry about that, but I acknowledge that that's there. We look at certain characteristics and we say, okay, that's immaturity. Knight of Wands is very freedom loving, but being freedom loving does not mean being immature. Not wanting to settle down doesn't mean being immature. The Knight of Wands is very fiery. What I would say about it is that you are enjoying life as an adventure. And I don't care if you're 25 or if you're 55. It doesn't matter. You have the right to do that as long as you're not running away from responsibilities. And then, yes, we could say it might be a little bit immature. However, there's that term like midlife crisis. And a midlife crisis doesn't mean that that person is immature. If they feel like they want to just escape, it can be that life has become so predictable that the person feels like, I can't do this for another 30 years. So sometimes immature behaviors emerge from that feeling, but that doesn't mean that the person is just immature. It means that they're kind of in this, at the end of some kind of a phase, and they don't know how to navigate the new phase. They just feel like that sense of being stuck in this no man's land. I don't know how else to put it. What crosses you is the King of Swords. This is a card of in this deck they say knowledge. I would say like having complete rationality. And fire energy is actually emotional. When you feel that sense of frustration, for instance, there might be emotions that are right there front and center that are making you feel like, I don't like how I feel. I feel like I'm stuck. How do I get out of this particular situation? And the answer may be that there isn't this, it isn't that, clear cut or clean. But the first thing that you have to do is you have to stabilize yourself emotionally, because you might be kind of having a hard time being able to know what to do because of your strong emotions, or kind of feeling haywire. So that may lead you to feel like you're not able to make a rational decision. The King of Swords can also be an individual in the challenge position, can be an individual who is creating some of this part of the drama that you need to get away from. And they may be a narcissist, and they may be totally out of touch with their feelings, but they know how to get inside of your head. So if you are in a relationship with someone who is like very controlling, and maybe they're gaslighting you and things like that, it's up to you to be able to see that, and then to be able to stop reacting to it. This might even be a boss. But because when you make that transition, you have to be able to do so, not from a reactive standpoint. What's coming in is a hangman, and it's funny that they say stillness. I actually like that. I think that, this could be like that you're in a holding, not necessarily a holding pattern, but in oh man, what is that term? A waiting period, or something in between two stages. Okay, I can't think of the term. And be still and know, that's always a good thing. But I would also say, let go and let God. That's a phrase that is associated with this. You may not be, like with the Six of Swords and the Three of Wands, you may be wanting to just have progress and to be able to do what you want to do. But there may be like this phase where you have to kind of wait. And maybe this has to do with travel, that you can't do it this very moment. But in that time of waiting, you can still prepare. And part of that preparation is inner preparation, meaning stilling your emotions so that they're not all over the place. The outcome is the Strength card, your card. It says bravery. And I would say also confidence. Again, it's an inside job. Starting from inside, really feeling that, knowing yourself, knowing what you deserve and what you want to do. Being as clear as you can in the kind of things that you want. Because you might be taking some very, very big steps, and yet there might be some things that you still might need to have a lot of courage to do it, because it's out of your comfort zone, Leo. But still, it can be very exciting. It can be exhilarating, some of this. that sense of freedom, that sense of autonomy. Okay, that's what I have for you, Leo. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.